Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to our lecturer, Madam Nur Hidayah Muhammad Zaki. Welcome to our video presentation. Today, we are going to present our findings about the project of graph theory, which is COVID-19 Mobile Vaccination Unit. In this project, we are conducting a plan for a mobile vaccination unit to travel to 5 districts and each of them that have been selected in Negeri 9. This study aims to optimize the quickest time and the cheapest cost of all the chosen districts. Then, the starting and the finishing point is the Hospital Tuanku Jaafar in Seremban. Now, I would like to introduce myself and my team members. Our team consists of 6 people from CS 24868A. My name is Siti Nurliana binti Azmi. Other 5 members are Siti Umira, Aida Afika, Iman Nabila, Nur Hidayatul Ashikin and Nur Ifatin Natasha. Malaysia has ordered a soft lockdown from 1st June to 14 June due to an increase in COVID-19 infections. Malaysia's healthcare system is already overburdened, and the government is accelerating the pace of the country's national immunization campaign. Malaysia had reported more than 6,222,000 cases of COVID-19 as of 7 June, with the rolling 7-day average of new cases peaking at 7,736 per day on 3rd June. Malaysia Health Authority has begun deploying mobile vaccination centres to rural regions in order to help Malaysia accomplish the national COVID-19 immunization program. It also helped to ensure vaccine availability to millions of rural residents as the country approaches a critical phase in its attempt to achieve herd immunity this year. This aims to expedite the vaccination procedure for rural residents, indigenous people, the elderly, disabled, homeless individuals, as well as those without personal modes of transportation.
The objective for this project is to determine the shortest path for the optimization of cost and time to notify the 5 district areas in Negeri 9, which are Seremban, Rembau, Podisem, Jelebu, and Kuala Pilah. Second is to calculate the cheapest cost that can be spent for district officer to 5 district areas. Since 3 June of 2021, the government has established COVID-19 mobile vaccination for all Malaysians to prevent COVID-19. Thus, there are several problems in order to find the cheapest cost for accomplish the mobile vaccination clinics of immunization program. First, we do not know the best route or the shortest path to be taken, and also how to get the cheapest cost to notify all district people regarding a mobile vaccination unit. Next, the problem is related to the cost that is needed along the journey to district areas, such as the cost of fuel use.
In order to solve the mobile vaccination unit problems, a list of assumptions has been made. We have chosen to deploy the mobile vaccination unit in Negeri 9. The map presented the notation of the selected district and the general hospital. The notations are 0 for Hospital Tuanku Jaafar, which also the starting and the ending point for the journey. 1 is equal to Seremban, 2 for Rembau, 3 for Podisem, 4 is equal to Jelebu, and lastly 5 is for Kuala Pilah. Next, for this mobile vaccination plan to succeed, we assume to first follow the Google Maps instruction based on the historical data and real-time traffic conditions. Second, the type of vehicle that we use is Hino 300 series truck. Third, the current price of diesel is RM2.50 per litre. Fourth, a litre of diesel can afford to travel to 14.19 km. And fifth, we assume there are no traffic jam, roadblock, and car accident along the journey. Here is the cost formulation to calculate the fuel consumption and the total cost for each chosen route. To calculate the fuel consumption, the total distance traveled is divided by 14.19 km per litre. And for the total cost, the fuel consumption that we have calculated before times with RM2.50 per litre.
The table shows the suggested route
that we have chosen with Hospital Tuanku Jaafar as the starting and the ending point, followed by the distance travel and the time taken for each route that have been discovered, with the fuel consumptions as well as the total cost, which we have calculated using the formula mentioned before. From the table, we can see that the fifth route is the longest distance traveled with 231 kilometers, and the first route is the shortest distance traveled with 211.8 kilometers. These are the adjacency metrics for the distance traveled and time taken from one place to another. As shown in the matrices, from Hospital Tuanku Jaafar to Seremban, also noted as from 0 to 1, has a 2.8 km distance with 5 minutes time taken to arrive. Other than that, from the matrices, we also can obtain the distance and the time taken for the other places or point.
Next is network graph of selected districts and the general hospital. The figures shown on the slide is the network graph for each path. As instance, in figure 1 shows path 1. We already knew that 0 stands for Hospital Tuanku Jaafar, 1 stands for Seremban, 2 stands for Rembau, 3 stands for Port Dickson, 4 stands for Jelebu, and 5 stands for Kuala Pilah. From the path 1, it shows the distance between Tuanku Jaafar to Seremban is 2.8 km. From Seremban to Jelebu is 36 km. Meanwhile, from Jelebu to Kuala Pilah is 58 km. From Kuala Pilah to Rembau is 43 km. From Rembau to Port Dickson is 42 km. And from Port Dickson to hospital back is 30 km. We can obtain the distance from the adjacency matrix in the previous slide.
This is the coding process from Google Colab about a plan for a mobile vaccination unit. After running the coding, the result shows path 1 is the shortest way. The table in the slide shows the calculation on the cascaded path with the cheapest cost, which is path 1. The distance traveled is 211.8 km, which is the shortest distance among 5 districts in Negeri Sembilan. The time taken to go to the hospital is 240 minutes, and it takes 14.93 liters of fuel to go there, with a total cost of fuel is 32 ringgit and 10 cents. The figure above shows the shortest path for a mobile vaccination unit of 5 selected districts at Negeri Sembilan. The starting point is from Hospital Tuanku Jaafar to Seremban, to Jelebu, to Kuala Pilah, to Rembau and Port Dickson.
In conclusion, mobile vaccination is an umbrella intended to describe the various initiatives to bring vaccination service closer to people. In summation, the vaccination truck would travel to Seremban first, then Jelebu, followed by Kuala Pilah, Rembau and Port Dickson before returning to Hospital Tuanku Jaafar. In order to find the shortest path, it is successfully minimized to 211.8 km, and the fuel use cost only around 32 ringgit and 10 cents. Therefore, the system can help the mobile vaccination unit to travel to 5 districts in Negeri Sembilan with the quickest time and cheapest cost. That's all from us. Thank you.